This is hardcore Minecraft. Ouch. Oh, no. It's a pumpkin spout. Phew, phew. Oh, God, what the hell do you want? Go away! Oh, bro's doing acrobatics. And hitting like a truck. Oh, hell no, I'm out. Huh? Why is there so many of them? The hell happened? I've come to the terrible blow. This actually slaps. Alright, here we are. The first thing to do, of course, is to gather some words. So, I'm not allowed to die in the hardcore mode, huh? Well, it usually happens over hundreds of times, but we'll manage. Ooh, I see some cows. Oh, you're looking tasty. And there's even a sheep. Our first goal would be to build a humongous base and to collect all sorts of useful resources to have a solid start in our adventure. And if we happen to find the Totem of Undying, that would be a huge help for our challenge. Yo, this is a desert temple. We better be careful with those TNTs. Alright. Oh, there's a diamond. That's another 2. And the 4th one. Absolute cinema. Oh, we got some secret cane here. Oh, you're so dead. A string nether portal. That's perfect. Can't say no to these obsidians. Bruh, there's a whole civilization of sheep. Well, you might know what's about to happen. We will need a diamond pickaxe to mine those obsidians. And there it is. Now we'll need to find a nice place to build our base. And I'm thinking of building it right next to a village, since a village equals to tons of villagers, and tons of villagers equals to tons of resources. Ooh, is it what I think it is right over there? Finally, thank God, even if it took me half an hour to find it. Look at all the free foods. Uh-oh, it's already going to be nighttime. Let me build a base real quick. Well, it's just a temporary base, so don't be too harsh about the leak. While that I'm soundly asleep, let me tell you about my plan for our dream base. So, to start off, we're going to build a huge wall in circular shape. Then, in the center of it all, a magnificent castle. Just so you know, I won't be satisfied with a small build, so we're going big. But there's a slight difficulty when having such a size of a base on Minecraft. We need farms. Therefore, we might build one right outside, and we'll see what to do about it later on. In front of the castle, we'll have a trading area with all the villagers, and a whole lot of wheat farm around it. Near the wall encircling the rest, we'll populate the area with tons of sheep. This area itself will be separated from the rest with a sugar cane farm. And finally, inside the castle we'll have another portal, a storage room, a place with an enchanting table, and a beacon for the sweetest cherry on top. Now that we have a proper plan for the base, we'll need a flat surface, which means that we'll need to terraform all around here, and for that we will need a shovel and some other tools which will require some diamonds. I guess it's time to start mining. Right, let's get going. Whoa. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, no. Bro, what the hell just happened? I could have just died there. That was such a close call. There it is, our first diamond. Ain't that looking fresh with those iron armors? And we got 14 diamonds. Alright, let's head right back to the base. Oh no, I forgot to bring the bookshelves. Well, here we go again. Nothing here. Neither here. Still nothing. Nope. Huh? What in the world is he doing? Nope, this dude's hella shady. Maybe here. Please, just how's this possible? This madness ate their bookshelves. Whatever, man, because there are some canes right over there. Since sugar canes equals to books, and books equals to bookshelves, and if we need more, we can just grow more. While waiting for that, we can just keep on searching. And boom. I totally forgot about the lapis. Here we go again to the mines. Ooh, there it is. Water bucket clutch. Simple works. And boom. Efficiency 2. We're so back. Now, it's finally time for terraforming. Oh, bruh. Well, we'll need to fix the shovel, but there's an issue. We ain't got an anvil, neither enough iron to make it. Here we go again. There it is. We got ourselves an anvil. And now, let's get over with this. Alright, now that it's all flat, it's time to fill up the gaps. And there we go. Now that that's done, we can start building the wall. First, I'll build a huge circle around this base. Let's see how it looks like from the center. Damn, it really is huge. And the center will be right here. Now, it's time we actually build a wall. And for that, I surely will need tons of cobblestones and woods. And for that, we need to enchant a pickaxe and an axe. I'll need to level up. Nice, a spider spawner. Okay, that totally was a bad idea. And here we finally are, level 20. Oh god, what the hell do you want? Go away! This is bad. Die, please! Thank you! Yeah, that's it. This house deserves a door. And boom, efficiency 3. Alright, now that we got the tools, back to work. We need those blocks. Woods, check. I think we're good. If my math is correct, we should have everything for the wall. For the aesthetic, I'm thinking of something like this. Yeah, not bad. And most importantly, the pillars. Alright, now building up vertically. Awesome. Now we need some retouches on the details. Aw, little guy. Yeah, the render is not bad, but it would actually be good with some towers. Yeah, that's pretty much the idea. But maybe improving the textures would make it better. There it is. Now this is what I'd call a solid fortress. Now I also need to do the same thing on this side. Water bucket clutch. Boom. It actually looks pretty good. And now we only need to do the same build here, here, and here. This is gonna be very, very, very long. Water bucket clutch. Well, thank god I didn't die, because look, I just finished all 4 sides of the wall. Now we only need to fill up the diagonals. You guys aren't ready to see the result. And the most amazing thing about this is that you can just run all around on the top of the wall. Look, we're just going to make a hole right here. And look, we can just run around all we want. This looks so damn good. I wonder how it looks like from far away. Anyways, there's one thing we need to be cautious about, is that we never know what's going to happen. So we're going to make ourselves a full set of diamond armors, and well, it's time we go back to the caves to get those. Ooh, a cave. And a diamond. Alright, that makes 2. And now 8. Oh wait, I was AFK. Bro, I almost died again. I really need to lock in and get those armors as soon as possible. Ooh, a spawner. Boom, we already got 26 diamonds. I'm not so confident in my math, but 5 plus 8 plus 7 plus 4 plus 2 should be 26, right? Boom, full diamond set. This is great, but now we'll need to enchant. And for that, it's time we go find some villagers. All right, let's kidnap some of them. Villagers, where are you? You two are mine. Nuh-uh, no, they're my villagers. No, 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 no touching. Well, he ain't learning no lesson, so execution. Right in the hole you go, you stupid zombie. Alright, you two, come with me. But I completely forgot to build a house for them. Well, you know what? For now, we're just going to dig a hole. Wait, would you look at the way they're staring at each other? Anyways, we need like 14 of them, so let's kidnap some more. And there you go. I hope they will grow all close and intimate to each other. You exactly know what I mean by that. Ooh, hello there. Would you like to partake in a ritual? Do you have anything to prove yourself valuable? No? Well, die then. And you, I love you. Ouch! Nah, fuck you actually. Oh, wait. The villagers are unable to make love without the bed, right? Well, perfect. We're going to build a huge farm meant for a ship to harvest all the wools we need, to then make tons of beds, and that will get us tons of little babies. Come here, little guy. Look at my base. Stop looking at me with those eyes. I'll bring you some friends, promised. You, come with me. And you, how do you like this place? And that makes 2. While they're having fun, we're gonna add some paddocks for the ships. And that will require lots of woods. And boom. Whew. So in total, we made 16 paddocks. Cause the plan is to raise ships of all kinds of colors. And for that, we'll need to collect all existing dyes. Hey, quit it with those eyes. I'll be back with all the dyes you need. Here it is, the flower we need for the yellow dye. Hello, Mr. Squidward. Ooh, and those would be for the pink ones. Perfect, it's about to be nighttime. Because nights equals to mobs, and mobs equals to skeletons, and skeletons equals to bones, and bones equals to bone meals, and bone meals equals to white dyes. And boom, thanks for your limbs. Ooh, some cacao powder which will be of use for the brown dye. Ooh, I see some cactus right there. There we go. Just gotta melt those. And boom, perfect. Now we should have everything, because if we combine green with all the other colors, we're getting all the dyes we're missing. Would you look at that? Absolutely beautiful. Now then, time to go back home. Come on, we need more energy around here. Pump it up and make some love. All right, you know what? We'll need to bring some new faces. That's gonna make things faster. Hey, you bitch. Chop, chop. Get inside. Whoa, wait. We got an imposter among us. Boom. Execution. You're all safe now. You can make babies. The amazing news is that now that we got tons of shapes, we can share wolves to then make tons of beds and finally to put them all in the love dungeon and blah blah blah. We'll get to see some actions. Oh yeah, and let's not forget to give them some way to keep the population motivated. All right, lads, make some babies. This is a completely normal and ethical process. You get that right? Yo, he agrees with it. Sure, bro, I got you.
2 hours later.
All right, let's check on the villagers. Have they given birth by now? Ooh, there it is. Bro's jumping around as well. Yo, dab it up. All right, guys, you're doing well, so please keep up the pace. Trust me, once there will be 14 of you, you'll be out of this prison. I'll make you a beautiful house for the family. And while they're committing for the population, we're going to bring 2 ships per paddocks for each colony. Huh? What's a golem doing here? It could have spawned because of the villagers. We're gonna move the ship with a boat. Well, there's just so many of them that the boat is considering them of a flat surface. Game's not making sense. Well then, let's just use the leash as a change of plan. That's 1 and 2, come on, and 16. Now, we'll just need to dye them all. Well, obviously, it's not over yet, since we need more babies. But look, we already have lots of beds, so let's pay a visit to the villagers, and boom, that will keep them more active. Anyways, in the meantime, I want this base to look amazing. So we're going to build a nice house for them, and that's exactly why I'm currently gathering those woods. Okay, so we're gonna build it right here. Good, and now I'll do the inside. And boom, just like that, everyone will have their own prison, I mean house. And now, we only need to move them all inside. Yes, an optimal sleeping formation. There we go. So if everything goes as planned, they should be able to send all the villagers really fast. Uh-huh. Right, seems to work. That's 1. Now comes the worst part. I'll have to place and break this thing until I get all the enchantments I need. Alright, here we go. Looting 3! That's not bad. Alright, you stay here. Voila! Everyone has their own enchantments, but we have a slight issue. I don't have any emeralds. And just look at how expensive those are. Bruh, 40 emeralds just for a single efficiency 5 book. Well, we don't really have a choice. We're gonna make a farm for our pumpkins. Since if we get ourselves some farmer villagers to trade those with us, we could get all the emeralds we want. Hold it a second. What's this noise? Oh, it's the Iron Golem. Huh? Why is he killing the phantoms? He really is the god for protecting us. Let's give this guy a name. Comment your idea down below. Anyways, back to our business. It's time we make a huge farm for pumpkins. We're gonna make that right next year. But before that, we'll need to gather all the materials we need to assemble it. And the most important thing of them all is the quartz, which means that we will need to take our visit to the Nether. And fortunately, we still have the obsidians we took earlier. Alright, a portal right here, and let's go. Okay, here we are. Ooh, we got some right from the get-go. Don't mind if I do. Ouch, the heck? The lava is spreading so fast. I love this place. Would you look at that? Building a bridge with absolute finish. Ooh, I see more of them. Bro, how's there so many zombie piglins? Let's get those and we're out. And boom. Gulp. That could have gone very wrong. Alright, I double checked and we should have enough. First things first, we're going to break the portal because we never know. And there it is, the reason has arrived. Alright, you will stay right here. Actually, I got a better idea. Come here, I want you to meet our golem, who still hasn't a name, by the way. Up we go! Yeah, he really deserves a cool name. I'm counting on y'all for this. Now that we got the quants, we gotta focus on getting the cobblestones to craft the pistons, which will be of use in this build. Bed goes here, we sleep, then we take everything this cave owns. Cobblestones, check. Next, we'll need lots of redstones and irons. No, 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 no! He almost blew up the redstones. Let's go. That got us 15 redstones. We still have a long way to go. And would you look at these ores? Alright, we're all good with those. Next up, we're gonna need tons of target blocks, and for that, it will require a good amount of wheat. Well, I guess it is time to commit village robbery. And lastly, we'll need some woods, and luckily, we still got some leftovers. Finally, we got everything we need to build a farm. It cannot go wrong. Well, the whole point was pumpkins. I forgot the pumpkins. And this time for real, we're good. Alright, let's get to work for the farm then. Bro, we're already getting so many pumpkins and the farm isn't even done yet. Oops. Oh shit! Would you look at all the pumpkins that just keeps piling up? Once we're done building, we definitely need something that's going to bring all this mess right to the base. That took a lot of time, but it's over. And look, the pumpkins would just keep falling and falling. We've got no time to waste. Let's get right into building a stockage system, for which I've got an ingenious idea. Well, first, we need ice blocks. And who would have guessed it? I forgot to get Silk Touch. Alright, that should be enough. Now then, we'll need to dig down by a few blocks right below the structure. Wow, that is an absurd amount of items on the ground. Anyways, next we're going to put a layer of ice blocks all around. Then we're going to pour some water right here. Yeah, you see where this is going. Pressure placed right at the center, then we keep it on with the water. And boom, with all this, the pumpkins will be brought right here at the edge. But it's not over yet, since I want those to be delivered straight to our base. Yep, that's right. And to make that happen, we're going to dig a hole which will connect all the way to our base. According to my calculations, our base should be right above us. Yep, just as expected. And look, by using the water flow in the soul sand, the pumpkins are being launched into the air. It's a pumpkin spout! Or should it be a spout pumpkin? Whatever. Phew, phew, phew. What matters anyways is that it looks dope. Just like that, unlimited pumpkins for life, which we can use to trade with villagers. And, we don't have any farmer villagers. But worry not, I've got an idea. Well, the villagers absolutely love to sleep, right? So we're simply going to use that fact to our advantage. Now we just need a way out for them right here. And since it's about to be night time, look at them go to their beds. Perfection. Straight up mind control. Alright, we're just gonna keep them prisoned in here. And after letting the night pass, they should all be awake. And there we go. Now we give them a job by placing a compositor in front of them. Nope, nuh-uh. Step back, sir. Nope. There we go. And for the final step, we're going to take all the pumpkins to trade for as many emeralds we could possibly take. Another cool thing about this is that we're getting tons of XP, which will be useful during the enchanting process. And finally, all my equipments are fully enchanted and ready. So I just got the worst idea imaginable. Now that we got good gear, we can start being reckless. And before everything, I'll be trading some more pumpkins to trade for emeralds. And we're not gonna get a stack, or 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, but 30 stacks, which would total to 3 stacks of emerald blocks. With this, I'm going to build exactly what you're thinking about. Damn right, we're going to make 4 beacons, but we still need one very crucial element. Well, the beacons. And for that, we might have to take a risk by going to the nether to slay tons of wither skeletons, and things can go really wrong. And I'd rather not die, so we're gonna try to get as many totems as possible. And for that, we're gonna need to trigger a raid, which will first require us an ominous bottle. Luckily for us, I do remember seeing a structure around this way that could get us yeah, see? Right over there. Is bro picking a fight on me? Little did you know. No drop. Oh, it's a captain. You're so dead. And boom, there it is. The ominous bottle. Oh, you just want to leave me alone, will you? And the second one. Perfect. So we got 2 bottles. One for level 3 raid and the other one level 5. Alright. I'm the absolute Giga Chat, so we're starting straight with the level 5 raid. We got this. Uh-oh, here they are. Yep, the villagers are running away. The bells are ringing too. Right. Here they are. Oh, and the golems are helping us. Perfect. You're not doing shit to me. This will be easy. No, never mind. This is really bad. Only a 4 HP left. And just what incarnation is that? Oh, bro's doing acrobatics. Ending like a truck. Oh, hell no, I'm out. The golem really saved their ass here. Bro, they're just juggling with the witch. There's still so many of them. Oh no, I'm so cooked. Can I please get a break? Oh, Totem, I'm putting this on right away. I don't even know where he came from, but I won't complain about it. What the hell? Bro's raising his hands like if he's in the dance party. Oh, he dropped a Totem. Yoinks, there are just so many of them. I'm stressing out. I'm about to die. Wait, it's not so dramatic. I get a Totem. There we go. That was almost disastrous, but it went pretty well. And another one, this too. Now that we have a couple of totems, we can head straight to the nether. And conveniently, we're right next to the fortress. Alright, now that we're inside, we've only got to wait for the wither skeletons. And there it is. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got 11 more to go. That's the second one. 4. Oh, I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. Thank God we had a totem with us. I really was prepared for the worst, but we only got 1 left. All right, that's 6. That's the 8th. 9. 10. 11. Come on, only 1 left. And there we go. We got all the skulls we need. That really took us forever. I think I killed like 300. Well, now comes the fun part. Spawning withers and hopefully surviving. We're gonna do it right here. Yeah, we better be far away from our base. 1, 2, 3. I'm terrified. I'm taking a few steps back. Take this, you brute. Whoa, that hurts. Okay, we're taking a totem. Nah, he's cooking me so hard. And of course he's regenerating. Oh, I managed to get him stuck. Take this. Shit, there goes my totem and I'm so low HP. That was close. Yep, never doing that again. All right, we're going for an exploit that's gonna make the whole process safer. We're gonna dig a tunnel, spawning the wither inside it. And there, bro's absolutely helpless. We kill it and boom, just like that. Now the same thing 2 more times. There we go. Well, that was easy. Now that we have 4 nether stars in our hand, here comes the easier part. Obsidians, glasses, nether stars, and boom. Finally, beacons. We're gonna place them here, 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 and there. And for the buff, strength, speed, haste, and resist. Now that we got the strongest equipments and 4 beacons, we only have 1 thing left to do. Finishing to build this base we deserve. First, we're going to work on the surroundings. That should be it. If I didn't make any mistake, we have a perfect circle and a clean pathway. Now we're going to mark up the castle, which is going to be in the center of the base. Since we got some space around here, we're going to make a wheat farm. You know what? We're even going to bring cows in. There's 1 and 2. All right, I'll let you have your business. Okay, back to the wheat farm. This farm is going to be enormous. So, I only have 2 seeds, but with all the weird skeletons we killed, I also got a lot of bone meals. That took a while, but at last it's done. It's already looking great so far, but it's gonna be even better with some sugarcanes in the middle. And since we got more space than anticipated, we're going to widen the castle walls. There, that's gonna make it larger. I really wonder how it looks like from above. Well, I'm assuming it's looking great. We can do something about the water in here. There we go. I think that fixes it. Another issue is those pumpkins. There's just so many that my pieces die. All right, you know what? We're going to make a stockage system for this, and we're going to build that right over here. I'm mining so fast thanks to the beacon. A layer of wall all around here. So far, not bad. It's a bit dark, so we're going to put some torches on this wall and some furnaces right here. And we're going to build an elevator to move up and down efficiently. Look, here's going to be to move up. And here to move down. That came out so nice. For the stockage, it's going to be right here. The staircases to give it more texture. Oh, wait a second. We need hoppers, but we don't have irons. Well, you know the drill. Here we go again. I almost died there. I really gotta be more careful. Anyways, we got iron, so let's just head back safely. There we go. Now we got the hoppers. We put those here and boom. No more pumpkin shenanigans. Now we only gotta connect it properly, and would you look at that? Pumpkins. Perfect. Seems like the villagers can't fall asleep. Alright, I'm gonna make some colorful beds for you. And boom, this area is done. This place looks amazing. That's gonna motivate them to make love. And finally, it's time. Yeah, we're gonna start building our magnificent castle. That's going to require a ridiculous amount of materials, and we're gonna start with the stone bricks. Well, no time to waste. Let's get to mining. Right, a double chest full of those should be enough. So let's begin on the building part of the job with the entrance. I think this would look nice like this. Okay, yeah, this is kind of nice. Let's keep it this way. So I'm making a tower and we're gonna craft this block. Would you look at that? This adds more texture to the build and I think it looks better. Have a look at this wall. Honestly, it turned out so well. And now we gotta do the same on all the other sides. Alright, so far so good. Okay, this should be good for the height. And now comes the tedious part. We gotta cover all around with the slabs. We're halfway done, but man, this is really taking forever. Finally over. Now that we finished the base for the castle, it's time we work on the top layer. And we're gonna start building things symmetrically so that it comes out more naturally. I'm gonna start by building 2 towers right next to the entrance, and a small one right here. Right, let's see. Yeah, not bad, not bad. A bit of wood. Yeah, that was a brilliant idea. Now the same thing on the other tower and a roof right here. Would you look at that? This really gives up the castle vibe just perfect. And now we're going to build tons of tiny houses to fill up the space before we even start with our main house. And boom, first house done. It's taken right next to one of the towers, and it's quite spacious inside as well, so we'll be able to stock lots of stuff in it. I'm gonna make this build pretty much everywhere in a similar style. There we go. I tried to do it differently. It's a bit larger and I think I like it. It looks really cool on the top of this structure, but it looks a bit empty around here. Let's add a little something. Ta-da! House and tower fused together. This is nice. Well, you know what? I'm gonna make another one. Hey, it's starting to look like something. Now we're going to replicate the same style of build on all the other sides of the castle. Since we're done with one, we still have 3 more to go. Okay, I just finished it. I will save the surprise for later. Anyways, right here, we're going to make an entrance for the building. Yeah, not bad. Now just a few finishing touches. And boom, we're officially done with the exterior. And now let's have a look around here. We're going to make this place an area meant for enchantments. Yeah, it's minimalistic but effective, not bad. And we can't leave out the anvils. Boom, perfect. Ooh, this area seems perfect to fit in a nether portal. Well, let's try it out. Alright, 43 obsidians. Boop, turning it on. And would you look at that? Just perfect. Well, in the meantime that I went elsewhere, a disaster came forth. Huh? Why is there so many of them? The hell happened? I don't have any totems left. Oh no. Yeah, no, we don't need all the problem right now. It's better this way. How did the creeper end up being there? Am I being cursed or what? Right, well, let's take care of other places for now. Like this one, which seems perfect to be my throne hall. Come here, shippy shippy. And boom, a seat for the king. Now that I think, I still didn't make the storage room. Now I'll finally be able to put all the garbage aside, and well, I have a lot of them. All the stones here kind of look bland. Maybe a little bit of green would do good. We could make a garden with some decors. You know what? I'm just gonna mine everything and fill everything back up with dirt instead. Then one singular block of grass, and if we put that right here, the vegetation is going to spread all around. As a finishing touch, we're gonna plant some flowers. And after all the hours of hard work, this is the final result. Today, we made a magnificent fully functional base and got ourselves OP equipment. But this is only the beginning, as we have plans for crazier stuff in the next episode, so don't miss it and subscribe.